tell you, it's the beef and the beef and broccoli. It's never as good as the chicken. Hi. Hello. Woo. Well, 'twas the night before Quizmas, when all through the house, not a creature was Googling. Not even a mouse. Not even you. You, Alan. Ho, ho, ho! Hello, HQties. It's Christmas Eve. It's Quizmas Eve here at HQ. I passed through the 7 levels of the candy cane forest, through the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops, and then I walked through the Lincoln Tunnel just to be with you here tonight. And I'm so delighted to be celebrating Christmas Eve with you on this silent night, this holy night. That is some good lo mein. It might not be so silent though if you win, right? Could be some celebrations, loud celebrations. We've decked the halls, we've stacked the deck. Oh, come all ye faithful. It's gonna be a nut-cracking good time tonight here on HQ, the trivia game show where you answer questions to win cash. I am your host with the Holy Ghost, Quiz Kringle, AKA the little quizzer boy, AKA Scotty Claus, AKA Judolph, the big-nosed reindeer, Scott Rogowski, rocking around the Christmas tree live from NYC with all 500,000 plus of you, including Keegan P., Cass Anderson, Caitlin Goobert, the Fordham women's basketball team, Ethan Sterling, my 5,000th follower on Instagram, @TrapTrebeck, and a happy birthday to David Zoller. Is this your first time shimmying down our chimney here on HQ? Well, there's a plate of non-GMO hemp milk and gluten-free cookies by the door. And while you snack on those, let me explain the rules. I'm gonna ask 12 questions ranging from easy to hard. You're gonna have 10 seconds for when I start reading the question to tap the correct answer. If you do get it right, you move on to the next round. If you make it to the end answering all questions correctly, you win or split the cash prize. And tonight is a special night. To kick off 12 days of Christmas, we are giving out a record-setting, all-time high prize amount. It's not $1,500, it's not $5,000, and it's not $10,000. Tonight's prize is 12,000 drummers drumming, 12,000 dancers dashing, 12,000 US dollars. That is good all around the world, even at the North Pole. For 12 large, you could buy a brand new 2018 Sleigh hybrid, 58 miles per gallon on the Skyway, fully loaded, power windows, lock, steering, fog lights, GPS, Sirius XM. Head on over to your December to Remember sales event tomorrow and pick up your new sleigh if you win tonight, if you slay on tonight's quiz. Now, I made my quiz. I checked it twice. We're about to find out who gets the questions right. Scotty Claus is coming to town, and all I want for Christmas is you to win HQ. Now, make sure your device is charged. You've swiped away that chat if it's distracting. You put down that fruitcake for just a few minutes. I know it's so delicious, you can't put it down, but it's sticky. Make sure your hands are washed. You gotta tap the right answers, okay? You got it? You ready for this? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty, baby. You wanna get down to it? Are you down to get down with the nitty-gritty? Do you wanna get this show on the road? May the best brains win. Tonight, here on HQ, we have over 530,000 people in the game. That makes us, I think, more populous than the city of St. Louis, more than Omaha. We're setting records tonight, people. This is it. Q1. Let's do this. Which of these musical acts is best known for hip hop? Kendrick Lamar, Andrea Bocelli, or Celine Dion? Best known for hip hop. Kendrick Lamar, Andrea Bocelli, Celine Dion. You know, he's only 30 years old with 7 Grammys on the shelf already. His critically adored album was released this year. It will surely increase that total. I got K. Kendrick Lamar, straight out of Compton. You know it's Ken. You know it's Ken. I got royalty and loyalty inside my DNA. We have 471,109 pimping a butterfly tonight. They got the yams. The rest of you are saying, damn. Be humble. Sit down. You know, Celine Dion, she did drop a fire verse on the Ante Up remix. Celine Dion now. MOP now. What you want now? I want Q2. Q2. Moving on. A crepe is like a thinner version of what? Pancake, hamburger, or orange? Hold up. I got Oh, Kenny. Love that Lamar. But I'm asking about crepes now. It's a French creation. Comes savory or sweet. You got your jambon et gruyère ou Nutella et banane. You've been there. You've eaten that. Crepes are like super thin pancakes. Love me a good crepe. French crepes. You can get them in Montreal too. Or you know what? You can get them pretty much anywhere now. 432,468 are carb loading on this quiz tonight. The rest of you got flattened on that one. I like that most of you did know what crepes are. We should all know what crepes are. We should eat them all the time. Q3. In Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, what was Mr. Scrooge's first name? William, George, or Ebenezer? Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. The miserly, misanthropic Mr. Scrooge was visited by three ghosts of Christmas. You remember this story. One of the most famous characters in English literature. Look who's in the freezer. It's Uncle Ebenezer. Ebenezer Scrooge. And it's going to get cold, 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 cold. Ah! We got Uncle Ebenezer Scrooge. 392,971 know their kneezer from their tweezer. The rest of you are saying, bah humbug, you're seeing ghosts. But 392,971 understand the true meaning of Quizmas tonight. They're inching ever closer to the grand prize, $12,000. Give me Q4. In the context of audio and data storage, what does the C stand for in CD? Compact, concentrated, or computerized? CD. What does the C in CD stand for when we're talking about music CDs, data CDs? CD was revolutionary in the 1980s, ushering in a world of digital music long before MP3s and Napster. I mean, now we're all streaming, and CDs have gone the way of most of the places that sold them, like shout out to Sam Goody, Coconuts, Tower Records. What does the C stand for? Compact and compact disc. That's right, CD is compact disc. Do you remember CDs? Is it like a foreign thing to you? Are you that young? 366,521 remember. The rest of you are scratched. You're skipping. Not to the next question. You're getting pulled out of the CD player and getting thrown away. Sorry about that, but we got Q5 for the rest of you skipping along. That vertical indent between your nose and your mouth is called what? Crestling, plinth, or philtrum? What do you call that indent right here between the nose, the upper lip, aka medial cleft, aka intranasal depression? It has pretty much no biological use for humans, although Angelina Jolie does a very nice one. James Earl Jones has a very large one. The Greek translation of the word means love charm. It is a philtrum. Philtrum is that little space right here. Mine's covered up right now by my mustache. But that's your philtrum, and we have 238,616 HQTs entering the fill zone, but almost 100,000 got curved on that one. You're out. Hit the bricks. Come back tomorrow. You can still enjoy your Christmas, right? Go back to your fruitcake, your figgy pudding. 238,616, they got Q6, the halfway mark. Which of these companies has not owned a majority of consumer products manufacturer Braun? Procter & Gamble, InBev, or Gillette? Not owned a majority of Braun. Do you know Braun? They make the shavers and the Oral-B toothbrushes and, a lot of beauty care and grooming products. They've been bought and sold, chopped up over the years since they were founded in 1921. From 1984 to 2007, they were a wholly owned subsidiary of Gillette, the best a man can get. Now they're a subsidiary of Procter & Gamble, which bought Gillette. InBev, however, they bought Anheuser-Busch, but they never touched Braun. InBev is your answer because they were never an owner of Braun. InBev do, 141,531. Well, you knew it. You're feeling brawny and brainy. The rest of you got shaved off the quiz tonight here at Q6, but 141,531 are left as we head past the halfway mark to Q7. The logo of which major fashion label features a mythological villain? Giorgio Armani, Versace, or Hermes? Giorgio, Versace, or Hermes? Do you know this one? Do you own any of this? If you win tonight's quiz, you could probably buy a lot of this brand because it's expensive. The villain in question is a woman with snakes coming out her head. Snakes on a brain. Her name? Medusa, the fashion label using her in its logo? Versace, 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 Versace. Yes, Versace, Versace, not Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. 69,092 are feeling Migos, feeling like Perseus, straight slaying tonight. The rest of you on that one turning to stone, but 69,092 got it right. We are moving on here to Q8 on this evening. Which of these shows includes an element of time travel? Repeat offender, The Child in Time, or Life on Mars? Repeat offender, The Child in Time, Life on Mars. Well, it was airing on the BBC from 2006 to 2007. When British detective gets hit by a car, does he go into a coma or does he go back in time? That's the premise of this show. Take a look at the lawman beating up the wrong guy. Oh man, wonder if he'll ever know. He's in the best-selling show. Is there life on Mars? There is life on Mars. If you got this one right, 26,798 of you did. Yes, it was named after the David Bowie song. We did lose 37,000 plus of you on that one, but 26,798. The Spiders from Mars and Ziggy Stardust going straight for the stars here tonight on Q9. Which of these American cities is closest in latitude to Bermuda? Savannah, Georgia, Miami, Florida, or New Orleans, Louisiana? Which of these American cities is closest in latitude to Bermuda? Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Bermuda is 32 degrees north of the equator, and if you extend that latitudinal line west, or I guess west, whichever way west is, I don't know, you're gonna hit the Georgia coast, right around America's most haunted city, Savannah, Georgia. I do declare the answer is Savannah, and 13,311 have Georgia on their mind and money on their mind. The rest of you changing your latitude from happy to sad because you got out here. But 13,311 got Q10 coming their way. Who of these was not a key figure in the Iran-Contra affair? John Poindexter, James Baker, or Manuchar Ghorbanifar? The Iran-Contra affair. This might be way before your time, but if your dad or mom are playing tonight, grandma, grandpa are playing, they're gonna help you with this one. John Poindexter was the national security advisor under Ronald Reagan during this scandal in the 80s. He was convicted of multiple felonies in April 1990, and then of course he got away scot-free, because that's how it happened, he got appealed. But he was involved with the transfer of weapons to Iran. Ghorbanifar was the arms dealer. He was also involved. However, James Baker was in Reagan's administration as chief of staff, but he resigned in 1985 to become the Treasury Secretary. He was not involved, not implicated in the Iran-Contra affair. James Baker is your answer. And ooh, we got a brutal question there, 4,469. Got it right, but we lost almost 10,000 HQs there at Q10. Ouchie wowie. 4,469 remain. 2 questions remain here. It's a lot of players left. Could have some splitsies, but these last couple questions could be savage. Q11, which of these chemicals is not used in dry cleaning? Perchloric acid, liquid silicone, or glycol ethers? You ever wonder what goes into dry cleaning? You did, didn't you? Well, now you're gonna find out. It's not quite so dry. It's not cut and dry either. They actually soak the clothes in a solvent made of different chemicals. Maybe you heard about a PERC chemical that was banned in California in 2007 after being identified as a carcinogen. Well, the ban doesn't start until 23, and the PERC in question is perchloroethylene, not perchloric acid. Very different. Perchloric acid is highly corrosive and not used. And ooh, boy, Oberto, 873 got it right, but over 3,000 hung out to dry there. On Q11, the penultimate question, ooh, it got frosty there for a lot of you. You thought you knew it. You came so close to that big, big money on this Christmas Eve. Close, but no e-cigarette. That's what I like to say. I'm updating the phrase. We have one final question, folks, on this Christmas Eve show. We were up over 500,000. We're down to 873 players entering the octagon for the final round. Q12. This is it for all the chestnuts. It all boils down to this 873 players, $12,000 on the line. Who's going to make bells on bobtails ring? Who's going to make spirits bright? Who's going to jingle all the way to the finish? That winner circle, Q12. A member of which of these bands plays drums on Do They Know It's Christmas? Duran Duran, U2, or Genesis? Which band, which drummer from which band plays on Do They Know It's Christmas this year? Well, let's go back to 1984 when Bob Geldof had the idea to raise money to fight famine and enlisted big music acts for this single, this huge behemoth single. Sold a lot of copies. They did raise a lot of money. They had the voices of Boy George, Paul McCartney, David Bowie, Bono, Sting, and Phil Collins from Genesis. But only one of those performed double duty on the drums, those skins. Who was it? Well, there's no jacket required to give you the answer. It is Phil Collins from Genesis, and we have 339 winners, baby! Joy to the world and joy to the 339 winners tonight on this Big Money Sunday Christmas Eve show. You're all taking home $35.40 frankincense here on your Sunday night. You can spike a few nogs with that money. Congratulations, guys, all 339 of you. A little Christmas cheer coming your way, a little Christmas bonus. Well, if that wasn't the most wonderful quiz of the year, I don't know what is. Well, we might have a couple more tomorrow because that's right. We are back tomorrow with more Christmas Day quizzes for you here at HQ. 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm delivering more Quizmas gifts. And just for you, we're also back to our usual 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific quiz as well. That's right. 2 quizzes on your Christmas Day, 3 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. You got that? Did you have fun? Are you so stuffed from dinner that you don't even care? Well, come back tomorrow, maybe do some exercise in the morning, open your gifts, enjoy your Christmas Day, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow, guys. Until then, this is Scott signing off saying, I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Back to my Chinese food now.